Peace and blessings, beloved. Peace and blessings. This is Empress Chakra Wanda. Ask Mama Wanda, or you can just call me Wanda. That's fine too. This is a transmission in the awakening hours. I believe it's about what do I have here? 4:29 a.m. 4:29 a.m. I woke up about 3:20 and just was laying here quietly and decided to go ahead and just release this transmission. So I start off by just saying, hey, you know, you don't always have to, I don't always have to hit the button for you to see me. It's not necessary to hear, because there's healing in being heard and healing in being able to listen. So for those that don't know me or new to wherever this shows up on the socials, I am Reverend Empress Chakra Wanda. Some call me Mama Wanda. Yeah. I'm a woman of wisdom, an elder, but I always consider myself an ageless spirit. So here in this present hour, I believe we've shifted into November, the vibration of November the 12th, 11/12/24. Numbers, signs, symbols. Yeah, that's the foundation of how I listen and am guided by Creator. So this transmission is for those that have a spiritual ear to hear in this present moment. Like this transmission is coming across to you at the most divine time. And whenever I broadcast or, feel like I should hit the button and post something or speak, I always set myself with intention that I am only speaking to one person. Because that way my mind isn't all over the place, about, or even paying attention to whether or not, how many people are viewing it or, following, look. We have a lot going on. Just being human in this world, man, so many distractions. Right. So look, I am the host of Living an Awakened Life podcast. You can check me out. Go to the bio or the profile. Yeah. Click on the link and you'll see what the offerings are. Who am I? I am a spiritual being having a human experience just like you. Some are awakened to their beingness as a spiritual being. Some aren't. I'm here as a teacher and student in every single moment. So I've been doing this work many, many years as far as a spiritual encourager, okay? I'm also a multi-creative, multi-passionate. I'm gonna be approaching 66 on November 26th. But I'm telling you, look, shout out to my seasoned sisters. Look, and sassy season, we ain't trying to count the numbers no more. But in general, it doesn't matter how old you are. It really doesn't, like on the physical, because you as a spiritual being, the physical is an avatar. It's your ship that you travel in on this earthly plane. Again, this is a message for those that can spiritually hear. All right? So far, if this is something that boggles your mind and you can't understand what's going on, baby, scroll to the next entertaining video, because this ain't where you supposed to be. It's all good. It's all love. Now, back to the original intended programming. Welcome to those who choose to live an awakened life. So you'll find in my profile, in my bio, way that you can see the different playlists, which will give you an idea of the content that expresses through me. So take your time with that, and if it resonates, and or you may know of just one other soul that can benefit from the content, feel free to share. Don't keep it all to yourself. But again, if this isn't something that resonates with you, please scroll, because and align with what does work for you, right? No shade on either side. So what am I doing up at this time in the morning? Reflecting, resetting my mind, taking deep breaths. I happen to turn the phone on and came across a Facebook of a sacred spiritual sister who was reading a bedtime kids book. But it was very spiritual, very metaphysical, but very calming too. I was able to just calm my mind down, listen to her. When's the last time you had someone read a story to you like you were a child? Our minds need a break. Do you feel like you need a break? Yeah. Man, I tell you, you wake up into our lives. Rush hour starts before you get out of bed. Tell me if I'm not lying. What are we doing? How distracted are we? When do you have time to really just have solitude and resting the muscles of the mind? For those of us that are multi-creative, multi-passionate, it feels it can feel exhausting. I have to constantly reset myself. Self-care is number one. And I've learned not to beat myself up, because if I didn't complete something, or if I'm at a season of life, I'm realizing, I have to reset often, reevaluate all the projects that I'm working on, step back, put some stuff to the side, or take it off the list, but don't quit, and get back up. Get back up. So I hope I don't repeat myself, but I whenever I broadcast, I feel like I want to communicate, because I'm an introverted extrovert, right? I'm a writer. I'm a painter. I love to dance. I love discussing topics and books and reading that are outside of the traditional norm, if you will. I've gotten past the idea of having to be worried about being accepted. Even in, look, let me tell you, when you're born here on the planet, your biggest opportunity, or some people might say challenge, is accepting yourself. Like being okay with you. Even in your own family dynamic, not everybody gonna accept or feel like they can. They love you, but they may not. They're processing through one-dimensional idea of who you are, based on the way that we all been raised. I mean, come on now. Yeah. When you get to a point where you're really good with you can breathe better. It might seem a little lonely because sometimes people ain't aligning or getting you, but get over that. Don't waste time. Look, there's some people that ain't wake up this morning. There's some people that's not gonna wake up tomorrow morning. You don't know when your time is. Squeeze the juice out your life, because you are a gift. Every life truly is a gift. Shaka, I don't know what you're talking about, because I'm over here challenged. I don't see no gift in the challenge. Just live a little longer, baby. Just take a deep breath right where you are. Just do that right now. So, that was too short. Let's do it again. One more time. There's nothing, no thing more important than right now. If you're feeling overwhelmed or you got too many balls in the air, stop and breathe. Take a break. Say no to the invitations. You're not, look this way. Somebody asks you to do something and you realize, wow, you overextended yourself and you need to reset. You don't have to say no to them when they ask you what's going on or want you to be involved with something. What you can do is just say yes to you first. Say yes to you doing what's necessary to stay in alignment in body, mind, and peace, and comfort and thoughts. So saying no to something that takes you way past your energetic way of wanting to feel and you feel stressed, say yes to you, which comes with a no to the world. It's okay to say yes to you and no to the world. It's fine. Ain't nobody gonna die. It may seem like they will, but no. Let that go. Boundaries. Look, there's some things that have been calling you. Ideas, have been coming, and you're trying to figure out, well, this idea is something I always wanted to do, but I can't see how I'm going to sustain myself. And first thing I'm going to tell you, don't talk to nobody that ain't in it. You align yourself with a mentor, whether it's virtually, they don't even know you mentor that you're using, or admiring their way of beingness on the planet, or a physical mentor, and definitely, look, there should be some exchange for the empowerment and the guidance. Yeah, if it's in your budget to pay for something, do it. If you all you're doing is planting a seed. If it's not, there's ways to learn and get to that level that you desire because you've been called. You've been called. Come on, you've been calling for a long time. You've been healing. You've been feeling it in your spirit. But in order to get to a place of beginning to just experience the delight, the love, the joy, which for me, joy is my compensation. And beyond that is a plus. Money is not the compensation. Like, that's a given. Joy is the compensation. And everything else falls right up under it. I expect that to be. Yeah. Follow what really resonates in the depths of your heart, that if tomorrow was your last day, you know that the actions you took or whatever you are participating in assisting others and serving, listening, through your writing, through your speaking, through your introversion, through your painting, through you being a listening ear. You ain't got to be all out there all the time and doing everything with everybody. These social media platforms, everything has its positive and negative, like a battery. Some will keep you juiced and some will drain you, and both. And you can have both situations too. Go back to the chambers of your heart. You all will hear me repeat that over again. There's a meditation that I did at a spiritual church a few years ago. And I'm going to paint the picture for you. So I was invited to come and I played my angel harps. And that felt wonderful to be in an actual gathering of people considered church but non-traditional. And I was able to play my secret harp. But I took people into a visioning, a guided meditation. And here's how it went. So, taking the deep breaths, getting still, and don't worry about if you fall asleep, because that way you're detached from the physical vessel. You'll still be able to hear in the spirit, so don't worry about going to sleep. You probably need sleep. Matter of fact, I got an interview that I'm doing, hope to post it soon, with a sleep coach, a sleep therapy coach. So look, so you're taking that deep breath, okay? Now I want you to imagine a door in front of you, okay? And just go ahead and take your hand, look at your hand, your right hand, reaching for the door, and you got the doorknob and you're opening. So go on in. It's okay. It's nice and comfortable. The lights are turned down low, but it's okay. So you go through that door. You look around, and for you, there are comforting colors and decor that resonates with you, okay? So there's a table. You're going to go ahead and sit down at that table. So in this present moment, as I'm talking with you, I'm being guided specific for you. So you'll notice that on the table there are some headphones. Also, there is a journal, and then there's a pen. So what we're going to do is put on the headphones, and if you look up, there's a screen or a projector like on the wall. There's something being projected on the wall, and what's being projected are beautiful scenery, perhaps scene that you've seen before, whether it was beach, mountainside, fireplace. It's someplace you've been before or have always wanted to go to, that you hear the ocean kind of splashing. It's on a screen in front of you. Now, the noise, the sound isn't too loud. You're just able to allow it to relax your nervous system. So the headphones, what you're going to do is put the headphones on. I mean, these are those big old bulky ones. Back in the day when you put it over your head, I don't know. Or you can imagine putting on some popular earbuds, Beats, or whatever they call it. I don't know. Just put something over your head, and when you place those on your ears, the headset, immediately you're going to hear either sound or voice or combination, whisper. You're going to hear. This is a transmission that's been going on all the time. It's a transmission from Creator, the Divine, the essence that you walk in and through as you. Let's take another deep breath right here, getting used to having those earbuds on. Your eyes are closed, but if you open them, you still see the beautiful scenery on the wall or on the projector in front of you. Take note of the colors that stand out during this visioning. Is it green, yellow, fuchsia, turquoise? So as you listen with the earbuds or the headphones, it's a small, you almost can't make it out, type of a whispering, but it's consistent. And as you turn the volume, you can turn the volume up. It becomes bolder and bolder. Now, on the table is a journal. Go ahead and get that journal open, and there's a pen or a pencil next to it. And you're going to have this conversation. First, the beautiful power of the Holy Spirit has greeted you and calling you dear one, dear child. And as soon as you hear the voice, it gives you such deep comfort. I mean, you literally turn into a little girl or a little boy that was resting in your mama's lap, or whoever was your nurturing divine mother. You're in her lap, and your face is buried in her chest, and she smells a certain way that just gives you such peace. And she holds you, and you might feel like you want to cry, and it's okay because it's cleansing. So you're in her lap. Now you got a journal in your hand, and she's prompting you to open the journal. And you're going to write down what feels right as you listen through the headphones to a divine message specifically to you. That divine message goes like this. Dearest beloved, I am so happy to see you making changes in your life and shifting to your most authentic self. Congratulations. Know that I am here with you. I am in your breath. I'm in your heart. I'm desiring to be in your mind. On those times where you might have second guessed and called it a coincidence or something that's interesting, these signs are my presence. You are a present to me. You are a gift, dear one. So if only just for a few minutes, if you would increase your time with me, you'll begin to see more clarity and have more confidence in decisions you make moving forward. So a simple message, and we'll listen for a few seconds for your divine clarity and revelation that you have been seeking for. So I'll count to 3, 2, 1, and receive this download. Breathe. All right. Sometimes just a few minutes of just visioning, imagining, reharnessing the active mind and energy, tapping out of the world, turning off those transmissions, and getting into the chamber of the heart. At any time, you could come back to that space, create it the way that you desire. I'm going to go ahead and go back into my dream time. Thank you for listening. Peace.